Okay,
You're doing this whole paper?
so the stuff we're doing today is reviewing stuff we did last week, basically. All right, so we'll find all these angles in a second, but let's go ahead and deal with this. Okay, so from A to C right here, how many degrees is that?
180.
Okay, that's a half circle, so that together is 180 degrees. So the first thing I want to do here is solve for x. So like what I just said, I know all of those add up to equal 180. Okay, so see if I can read this look better on yours. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. I think that's 6x plus 5. So we have 6x plus 5 plus, I can't really tell. 6x plus 5, 5x plus 3. Okay, so that's these three angles. And then that last one is 8x plus 1. Okay, and so together all three of those angles add up to equal what?
180.
They add up to equal 180. All right, so we're going to combine like terms, solve for x. So we have 6, 5, and 8. How many x's is that? So that's 19x. Then there's 5, 3, and 1. What does that make? Makes positive 9. All right, so what do we need to do next?
180 minus 1.
Okay, subtract 9 from both sides. So we get 19x equals 171. Divide by 19. And what's 171 divided by 19?
9.
Okay, is 9. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug that in and just find all these angles, and then it'll make this a lot easier. Okay, so if I plug in 9, plug it in right here. So 6 times 9 plus 5. What's 6 times 9 plus 5?
59.
Okay, so that right there is 59 degrees. Okay, 5 times 9 plus 3 is 48 degrees. And then 8 times 9 plus 1 is 73 degrees. Okay, so while we're at it, let's go ahead and find these other ones. Bless you. So how big is this angle right here going to be? How big is this angle? It's going to be 73 because it's across from here. What do we call these type of angles? Vertical angles, that's right. And so vertical angles are congruent, so this one's 73 degrees. Now if you think about it down here, from A to C this way, how many degrees is that?
107.
It's 180 all the way from here around to here. Good. And so then you just do 180 minus that 73, and that tells you that this angle right here is 107 degrees. Okay, now we can answer these questions real easy. So most of them we already have the answer right off. So AQE is 59. That's this angle right here. That's AQE. Okay, DQE is 48. That's it right there. Okay, CQD. 73. That's already it right there. CQD. Okay, BQC.
100.
Okay, good. It's right there. BQC is 107. Okay, CQE. So for CQE, it's CQE. So you've got to add these two numbers up right here. So 48 and 73 is what?
121.
121. And then AQD. AQD is right here. So it's these two numbers together, 59 and 48
107.
is 107. Okay, and the next one, it says angle GPH is 38. So I'm just going to zoom in and put that on here. So GPH is 38 degrees. And let's go ahead and find the rest of these. So first of all, this one, how big is this angle going to be? 38, because that's a vertical angle. Okay, so from E to G is 180. This is 90. So how big is this angle right here?
52.
Okay, good. So you just do 180 minus 90 minus 38. So this is 52. Okay. Oops. All right, then from here to here is 180. And so to find that angle, we're just going to do 180 minus 38. And how big is that angle? 142. Okay. So those are the angles, so we can answer this real quick. So EF, how many degrees is arc EF?
38.
38 degrees. Okay, arc DE, 52. Arc FG, 142. Okay, now DHG is going to include two pieces because it's DHG. So it's going to include this 90 and this 38.
128.
So it's going to be 128. Okay, DFG. So DFG starts here, goes from here to here. So basically it's this 52, 38, and 142 together. 248. Okay, and then DGE. So DGE is nearly the whole circle. It's just without this 52 degrees. So 360 minus that 52, this angle is 308 degrees. Okay, on this next one, it asks for the length. We've done this several times. So the formula is 2 pi r times m over 360. What's up?
Thank you.
All right, so 2 pi r times m over 360 is how we find length. Okay? 2 pi r times m over 360. So I'm just going to do number 14. So we're looking for the length of QZ if angle QZR is 60 degrees. And it tells us right up here that the radius is 13.5. Okay, so I'm going to go 2 times pi times, times 13.5 times 60 over 360. Okay, just plugging in numbers into this formula right here. The radius is 13.5 and the measure of that angle is 60. What do you get? Yep, about 14.14, whatever units. Okay, on this one right here, this is where we're splitting it up into these, like into a pie chart. Okay, so we're going to have this first one that is 8%. Yeah, I'm probably going to mess this up. You have one that is 29%. You want to have one that's 3%, and then one that's 2%. And then one that's 58%. So we did this last week. So that's the percentage. I want to know how many degrees that slice would be. So how am I going to find out how many degrees the slice is that's 8%? So remember, how many total degrees is in a circle? 360. So I want to know what is 8% of 360. So I'm going to do 360 times 0.08. 360 times 0.08 is what?
28.8.
Okay, so 28.8 degrees. Okay, for the 29% one, so I'm going to do 360 times 0.29. Okay, 104.4 degrees. 360 times 0.58.
208.8.
Okay, so that's definitely the biggest slice, 208.8 degrees. Okay, 360 times 0.03, 10.8 degrees, and then 360 times 0.02, 7.2 degrees. And then if I added all of these numbers up right here, what should they add up to? To 360. If I added up all of these numbers, what should they add up to? To 100. Percentage adds up to 100. The degrees of a circle should add up to 360. Okay, on the back. So this is really basic stuff here. All right, and yeah, they got copied wrong. It flipped it upside down. So on this one, name 3 chords. AF, FE, BE is a little bit crooked, I think, and then AD. Okay, name 5 radii.
B, is that O?
I think this is a G right here.
B, G,
Okay,
A, G.
so I'm just going to do it like this to make it easy. GA, GB, GC, GD, and GE. Okay, name the diameter that's drawn up here. This is AD. Okay, if AD is 12, how long is GC? It's 6 because AD is the diameter that goes all the way. GC is a radius, so it's half of that. Okay, if AD is 15, how long is BG?
7.5.
Yep, 7.5. Okay, if FE is 9, can you tell how long AG is? If FE is 9, can you tell how long AG is? And the answer is no, you cannot. Because you don't know where FE's... I mean, you really don't know how long FE is. There's no way to know. It's not a diameter, radius, or anything. Okay, if AG is 108, how long is GD? 108. If GD is 34, how long is BG? It's 34. They're both radii. And if GC is 25, how long is AG? Is 25. They're both radii. Okay, so like I said, this is just basic practicing of stuff that we've been talking about.